Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to analyze the relationship between Keir Starmer and Donald Trump, and we're going to do simply a relationship analysis. These cards are representing how Keir Starmer is approaching, feeling about Donald Trump. These are the cards represents Donald Trump's energy. We're going to look at the current situation, the hindering factors, the opportunities, and the final outcome as well between the two of them. So let's get to it. So first we're going to start with Starmer's side. So the first card we have for Starmer is the Ace of Wands, which generally indicates a very new, positive, and passionate energy. It is something that can bring new ideas. It can signify a brand new start, because this is pretty much out with the old, in with the new energy, and also indicates opportunities as well. So from that perspective, I think Starmer is looking at Trump as an opportunity for him, as something that can turn into something bigger, right? Because this is that spark that can turn into a flame. Like, obviously spark can be, I think he sees similarities as well, or opportunities. I'm kind of getting more opportunities, but also for me the Ace of Wands can be energy sector. So I think he's definitely seeing some opportunities from that perspective. The next card from Starmer's end is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of like a very faith-based energy. When it kind of like things are turning for the better, and he's riding the tide of the change, and obviously there's something in terms of faithed in this. So I think he's hoping that some kind of a positive change will come out for him from this relationship with Donald Trump, because the usually the Wheel of Fortune brings some kind of a good change, like when you're at the right time, at the right place, meeting the right people. So that's the kind of view that Starmer is looking at Trump, that I think probably his election happened at the right time for him, because he sees him as an opportunity for something new, a new start. Now also we do have here the Ace of Cups from his end, which generally indicates, again, you have two aces here. There's a very fresh start, like some kind of a happy new beginning, like it's a very passionate, very happy, hope for peace, and also just a brand new chapter for him. So you can kind of see that from his perspective, he sees the opportunity for change, the opportunity for positive new beginnings with those double aces. We also have here at the bottom of the deck for him the Queen of Wands. What we need to know about the Queen of Wands, that the Queen of Wands is somebody who is very positive, somebody who gets whatever she wants, somebody who is kind of uses the law of attraction to her benefits. So again, like a kind of, I think it kind of brings some confidence to him in terms of this relationship with Donald Trump. I think he sees him as a way to achieve his goals, for a new beginning, for a brand new chapter. So yeah, he kind of sees it as a next phase of his leadership, for collaboration, and that's very creative, but also empathetic, and also very adaptive. Now let's see how Donald Trump is looking at Keir Starmer. So the first card we have here for him is the Sun, which is actually very positive. It's the most positive card in the deck. So this is kind of like a realization. This is a card of hope, positivity, and pretty much all the good things, freedom as well. So I think generally you can kind of see that he is having a positive view on Keir Starmer as a whole. The next card is the Five of Cups, which is very interesting. So the Five of Cups is a card of sadness, a card of disappointment, diminished satisfaction, or some kind of something that was kind of lost here. But also the message of the card that not everything has been lost. So I think there's some kind of a disappointment on Trump's end when it comes to Starmer, looking at Starmer, but I don't think he sees it as a okay, like everything has lost type of opportunity. I think he sees that there's new ways to kind of work together. There's new ways to kind of to increase his popularity, because with him you kind of need to see what he's going to benefit from it. And I think even in spite of the losses, in spite of certain negative things that happen, I think he still sees this relationship positively with Starmer. Now the next card of the reading is the Two of Wands. So I think it kind of indicates that there's some kind of a planning and strategizing happening on Trump's end when it comes to Starmer, because I kind of feel that he is looking into the future, looking into how can he get more global influence, because the story behind the Two of Wands, somebody who is holding the world in his hands, and he has this potential, but something is holding him back. So I'm kind of getting here that some kind of something from the past, something with Starmer is still kind of holding Trump back. But also you can kind of see here that he's looking at his relationship with Starmer, that he's at the fork of a road. He needs to kind of make a decision how he's going to continue with him, what kind of steps he's going to make. Now let's see what does the bottom of the deck reveal for us. So the bottom of the deck, we do have here the Four of Cups, which shows, again, it kind of goes back to disappointments. It goes back to negative trends in the past. And sometimes, like, I like to kind of call the Four of Cups the what if card, which kind of represents that, Trump might be looking at Starmer. What if he was doing this? What if he was doing that? And not necessarily seeing the value that Starmer is bringing, right? So there's definitely here this fork of a road of kind of question where he is definitely has some concerns and not seeing any kind of moves that Starmer might be making, because with the Four of Cups you're not kind of seeing those opportunities, but I think generally he still looks at this relationship as positive, but I kind of see that there's some kind of underlying issues there. Now let's see what is the current energy between the two of them. So the first card we have is the World card, which definitely can indicate the world stage, the international environment as well, right? So there's definitely something on the global scale that's influencing the current relationship. But also this is a card that shows that we are achieving our goals, and one chapter is ending and another one is beginning. So I think from that perspective, maybe in their relationship something has ended. It's actually a positive ending of some sort, achieving something, and they're kind of ready for the next step. The next card in their current situation is the Ten of Wands, which indicates some burdens, heavy burdens. Like it's a relationship that's full of baggage, right? You can kind of see that they're carrying a lot of baggage due to the international stage. And I think they definitely need to work on how they can resolve these, because there's something here, again, like a very heavy energy what the Ten of Wands brings with it. So something is definitely not easy when it comes to these two leaders. And the next card is not making it any easier, because what we have here is the Nine of Swords, which indicates some fears, anxieties, sleepless nights. So all in all, when you kind of look at this current situation, that there's some kind of something on the global stage that heavily burdens the relationship. There has been like old cycles, and it's kind of coming to a conclusion, but it's not easy. There's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and a lot of sleepless tensions, and it can be the transatlantic dynamics, or ideological fatigue, or just the emotional weight what these two leaders might be carrying. But there's definitely a lot of sleepless nights that the two of them are going through, especially when it comes to their relationship. Now let's look at the hindering factors. The first card is the Eight of Wands, which actually is generally a positive card, because it indicates fast-moving energy, messages, but communication. So in the hindering factor, it might be that there might be some communicational issues that's happening between the two of them. The communication might be too fast, too reactive, poorly managed, and again, there's just too impulsive, whatever is going on, and I don't think they are able to keep up with that. Probably it's Starmer who's not able to keep up with Trump's impulsive nature. You also have here the Four of Pentacles, which indicates control. I think there might be some kind of a battle for control, who has more control over things or with the relationship. But also, when you look at the Four of Pentacles, something that you kind of don't want to let go, holding on to something, holding on to previous challenges, or they're just not open with each other, because the Four of Pentacles can indicate secrets when you're kind of holding the cards to your chest. So there's definitely something from that nature where there's not a great communication due to some secrets or hidden factors. Now the next card in the hindering factor is the Five of Cups. Again, it kind of goes back to disappointments, missed opportunities, how these two could have engaged more constructively. And I'm kind of seeing that more coming from the American side, that I think there's some disappointment due to secrets, due to control, and due to the impulsiveness of the communication that is happening. Now let's see what are the opportunities between the two of them. Now the first card is actually pretty good, because you have here the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is all about money, the economy, and pretty much generational wealth, creating a legacy. So I think there's an opportunity for the two of them to have a shared legacy and have something achieved that brings prosperity and long-term stability, because the Ten of Pentacles is all about long-term stability. It's definitely when you have money and you have all the resources that you need. So I think there's an opportunity for a better economy. We also have here the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of difficulties, challenges, especially from the financial perspective. The economy might be struggling as well, and there's also this you're kind of feeling left outside in the cold when you are excluded as well. So there's definitely an opportunity not to be exclusionary, but be more inclusive with the approach. But also I kind of like, to kind of turn a recession into growth as well. because usually when you kind of see the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, you might be able to doubling whatever you have. So there's definitely an opportunity here to increase the economy, but also just not to be isolated, because the Five of Pentacles is a very isolation type of approach, and I think there as an opportunity they can definitely get out of the isolation tactics or politics that they've been involved. Now the next card is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is actually very bold and inspired, and it is somebody who is, again, beats, dances or steps to the beats of their own drum, like somebody who's very free-spirited, but somebody who can be very action-focused, action-oriented, and when you kind of look at it from a business and an economy perspective, it can be that they might be more successful than you think. So there's definitely an opportunity here for them to collaborate successfully, even more successfully than people might think, to kind of leave the isolation politics behind and focus more on growth and economy and bringing the world and bringing people together. Now let's see what's going to be the final outcome of their relationship. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that you enjoy this reading, and you're also helping me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to other people as well. And I want to take the opportunity to let you know about my other videos. I have quite a few political videos that you can check it out in the same topic, but also you can watch my regular readings for your sign. I have 2 readings for every sign every month, both a money, career, and a love and relationship reading. So anyway, check them out. It might be helpful for your everyday life as well. Now let's go back to these 2 leaders. The next card in the future is the Ace of Pentacles, which is actually very great because it is a golden opportunity for collaboration, a golden opportunity for prosperity, and increasing wealth as well. So there's great opportunity for them here, but I think what is very important that with the Ace of Pentacles, that this opportunity has to be nurtured. So both parties they need to pay attention to in terms of how they are looking at this relationship, because I think they have a pretty good opportunity. And the Nine of Cups is actually confirming here, because the Nine of Cups is a card of satisfaction, joy, celebration, and wish fulfillment. So I think there's a great opportunity for them to achieve whatever they want, but again, they need to nurture this relationship. And we also have here the Two of Wands, which is, again, you have here the global scale, influencing the global environment as well, and to kind of have this strategy, because the Two of Wands is a card of strategizing, planning. So I think they have a great opportunity here to achieve whatever they want on the global scale. But obviously that's going to kind of bring them to some kind of decision. And which, it might be diplomacy that might be helpful, because at the bottom of the deck, we do have here the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is connected to our dreams or surprises as well. So there might be a way to kind of soften their communication or bring more empathy to the surface as well, because there's an element of surprise. I think there might be some kind of a surprise here on the global stage in terms of planning that will provide them with a great opportunity to achieve their dreams and be very satisfied. So that's all I have for Keir Starmer and Donald Trump. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.